calling cards are here. My world is filled with cheer and you. This Christmas, and as I look around, your eyes are shine the town they do. This Christmas, the fireside is blazing bright, and we're caroling through the night. And this Christmas will be a very special Christmas for me. Whoa.
What it do, YouTube? What it do, Little Lake Gang? It's your girl, Lady. I'm back with another video, y'all. And today, this is gonna be a story time. This is gonna be my first time doing a story time, and this is Vlogmas day number 5. So yeah, I didn't know what to do. I didn't have no challenges in mind. I didn't have no reactions in mind, no pranks, because like I only have one device to use. I don't have other devices to use to do reactions and stuff like that. So yeah, since I only have one device, I only have to just sit and talk. So basically, I'm gonna talk about, I'm gonna have a story time. I'm gonna tell y'all the 2 times when I almost got into a fight. I never been into a fight in my life. I never had gotten in a fight in my life. I never fought nobody, okay? So this is like my 2 times when I almost got into a fight, where I was this close into beating somebody up, okay? So before we get the story time started, make sure you guys go subscribe to join the gang and hit that notification bell. Follow me on all my social medias in the description down below. Comment down below what other videos y'all want. And yeah, get this to at least 100 likes for the next video. And that's all I gotta say. Let's get right to it. So the first time I got into a fight, the first time I almost got into a fight, excuse me when I say that, I didn't get into a fight, I almost, okay? So the first time I almost got into a fight was around middle school. And basically, I can't remember the whole thing that happened. I think this was about maybe 7th or 8th. No, not 8th grade. Not 8th grade. I believe 7th grade. I think it was 7th grade. So basically, I need to remember. Basically, something happened. I don't know. I forgot why me and this girl, like at first me and this girl, we wasn't best friends or nothing. We wasn't like friends, but like we was cool. We talked once in a while, had our moments, laughed and stuff, hee hee ha ha. But something happened. I forgot what happened. Something happened though. And just me and her, we just stopped talking and stuff. And then people were saying how, like there were certain things that people was telling me what she said and stuff like that. And then, there was just a lot of rumors going around. And then like a week or 2 after we stopped talking, well, we wasn't really trying to get into it because rumors are rumors. People say what people say. And I always was taught that if no one can say it to your face, then they're just scared. So I wasn't really paying no mind. And me as a person in middle school, I was immature, but at the same time, I also had common sense. So I wasn't really trying to like get into nothing. Cause I was still like an innocent person. And I really never got into a fight. And I was not going to start now. So I might as well have just left it alone. And I did leave it alone. I left it alone. But then 2 or like 3 weeks after, she started talking to me. I'm like, She started talking to me. And it was like nothing happened. She started talking to me like nothing happened. And when it comes to me, like in that type of situation, I just be cool with it. Because if we could just not talk for like a while, like just refresh our minds and just, get our act together, it will be okay with me for you to just come back and just talk to me. I will require her on apologizing, but that wasn't the case. I would have required of her apologizing, but that wasn't the case. That really wasn't the case. But it was all cool. So during that week, we was cool, whatever, we was talking and stuff like that. Getting back to how we usually was. And then it was like around recess. And around recess, we was all with our friend groups and stuff like that. And then and then we had like some type of titles and stuff like that. Like I had someone who I looked up to as like a mother figure in the group. I had someone who was like a sister figure in the group, and I was sort of like a mother figure to one of my best friends who is my best friend now. And I also was like a mother figure to the girl that I wasn't talking to. I was like a mother, excuse me when I say this. I was like a mother figure to the girl that I wasn't talking to. So I was basically kind of like the aggressive type when I was in middle school. I was basically kind of the aggressive type. I used to always play fight and stuff like that. And some words I had said, some words I had said, and I feel like she took it offensive, I believe. And I don't know why, but there's something I said. I forgot what I said, but I only said what I said because she said something towards me that I took offensive and I thought it was really rude or disrespectful. So, with that being said, what she has said to me first is the reason why I got aggressive and started saying something to her back, but like in a more angry type of tone. And then all of a sudden, we started arguing back and forth. And then all of a sudden, she takes my bag. Mind you, she takes my bag and then she puts it in the trash.
What?
Yeah. She takes my bag and she puts it in the trash. Now, mind you, that bag was like old or something. Yeah, that bag was old, but at the same time, that's still my bag. And the fact of her putting it in the garbage got me more upset. It got me to a more higher level where I was about to punch her. But I didn't. I was close to doing it, but I did it. I didn't do it. So with that being said, I came up to her face and actually no, I didn't come up to her face yet. I got in my bag and I put it to the side and I was gonna clean it after whatever. But I put my bag down, I came up to her and I was all up in her face. I was like, do you got a problem? Or whatever I said, do you got a problem, blah, blah, blah. Then she started talking like, blah, 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 no, so what's up, whatever. And then all of a sudden, like, I don't think we started fighting or whatever, but I think I shoved her. So I basically started first. I think I shoved her. And then all of a sudden, she ripped the earring out of my ear. And mind you, ignore the background, y'all. But mind you, the earring that she ripped off out of my ear was either something that my mother gave me a long time ago. But I just know I had that for about like 5 years. I had that earring for like about 5 years, or since I was 5. I'm not really sure which one it is, but I had it for a really long time. And once she ripped it out of my ear, I was fed up. I was actually fed up. So I was about to go attack her. I was actually running to her, about to hit her. I smacked her a bit. I did smack her and pull her hair a bit, but my friends had pulled me back. They had made sure I didn't do nothing because I was actually going to get in trouble. Like, they thought I was actually going to get in trouble and stuff. Like, a whole scene might have happened, and I didn't care, but at the same time I did. I did not want that to happen to me because at the same time I was innocent. I never got in trouble. My mother was never been called. Nothing like that. Nothing had ever happened to me like that. I was never suspended, never got detention, expelled, none of that. So with that being said, I stopped. I had controlled myself and just stopped. because I had never felt that angry before until just then. And it was just upsetting. If I can only remember exactly why we argued and exactly what happened, then it will make more sense on this story on why I did what I did. But I can't really remember. I just remember the main parts on me just about to go attack her. So I can't say we actually fought. It may sound like we did fight, but like physical fight, but that wasn't really the case. We didn't fight or nothing. I just pulled her hair a bit, slapped her, shoved her. That's basically all I did. She put my bag in the trash while we was at recess. She put my bag in the trash, and she just ripped my ear off. So I didn't lose it or nothing, but I did get it, but it broke. That's what got me fed up, because it broke. And I don't know. I started crying and stuff too, because I don't say I get emotional. I'm just a very sensitive person. So if I feel some type of way, or if you do something to me that will make me feel some type of way, I will cry. I won't really show it until I'm by myself somewhere, then I'll let it out. But other than that, I couldn't hold it back at that time. I really couldn't hold it back. So yeah, that's the first time that I almost had gotten into a fight. Now the second time, this is very recent. The second time was last year, right? Yeah, last year in the 10th grade. I'm in the 11th grade now, so this was recent in the 10th grade. So this is very long, but I'm gonna keep it very short. So basically, there was a new girl that came, and basically one of my friends introduced me to her, and we said hi or whatever, and we were just cool. So basically, when we got into the school, she was being all buddy with people, being all friendly, stuff like that. And I felt like I wasn't really gonna be friends with her, because she will be known as the popular girl. She will be known as people that she will really be friends with and not friends with me. Because I know a lot of people, but I don't get along with a lot of people. I'm always by myself. So I felt like we will know each other, but we wouldn't really get like close like that. So with that being said, all of a sudden she starts being all buddy with one of my friends and stuff like that. And I wouldn't say I would be jealous, but at the same time I was. Like, because to be honest, I always tell myself that I'm not the jealous type. But from how I be acting and how I be feeling deep down inside, I am the jealous type. So with that being said, one of my friends I was very, very close with, I am very close with them now. We just really don't, talk like we usually because of this whole pandemic and stuff. But at the time when the pandemic never started, we was really close, and then all of a sudden she becomes all buddy with her for some reason. And mind you, I didn't know exactly why, because she was all buddy with other people. So it's like I was thinking to myself, are they not your friends anymore? Did something happen? But I really didn't know the whole situation until like the middle of the school year. So basically she started becoming buddy with one of my friends that I usually hang out with most of the time, because we was in the same class. And I was basically the third wheel. Like, they went everywhere together except for me. She used to always hug her, and I'm like, is you serious? Like, I really didn't know. So I just left them alone, let them do them. I just mostly just been alone by myself, just, doing my own thing and stuff like that. So then my friend that I was really close with came to me and told me certain things about her. She told me how she doesn't like when she says this, or she doesn't like when she does that towards her. And I'm like, maybe you should talk to her about it. Maybe she doesn't mean to do those certain things. Mind you, I wasn't really close with the girl, so I really didn't know, or I wanted to believe what she had said was true, but it's like, me, I like to see the actions for myself. And it's not like I didn't trust her enough then. It was like, I don't know, maybe she didn't mean to do it. But I would say maybe talk to her and stuff like that. But then she was like, no, I don't want to talk to her about it or nothing because she does this all the time, blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, okay, if she does all of this, then just don't be a friend anymore and just leave her. And it took like about a week for her to see more actions of her and just getting worse. So then all of a sudden, she just started not talking to her no more. And then the girl was confused on like, why you're not talking to me? You being mad fake, blah 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 blah. And she says that to a lot of people who does not talk to her anymore. And she does not understand herself why people do not like to be friends with her anymore because of her actions and how she acts. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, now all of a sudden she comes to me because she has nobody else in the school that will really be friends with her except for me. Because mind you, we are both the same signs and stuff like that. And you know, I'm into like having peace, just being friends with people, having bonds or whatever. So I'm like, okay, cool. Maybe our bond will be different from everybody else's. Maybe it will actually be okay. But I was wrong. So basically, we started being close or whatever. I saw a few signs at first, like a few days after I saw a few signs at first. She always had talked about her. She always talked about what she was going through, this and that. And I gave her advice. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I gave her advice or whatever. But it was like she just always talked about her. She used to always just overtalk people. And I have a few turn-offs with that. I was really not feeling the vibe. But I'm like, maybe it's nothing. I'm being over dramatic about it. I'm overthinking too much. I'ma just let it slide. I let so many things slide that I wish I didn't let them slide. But I did, and it's all good. So, basically, she has shown a lot of signs. She had called me certain names, and it's not what she said because I be saying it to like my friend group and stuff like that, and it's not what we say, it's how we say it. So when I say it to my friend group, it's all fun and playful stuff. It's all about laughter and everything. But it was like when she said it, it was like in a rude type of tone, like she wanted me to just back off or whatever. And I had gotten very offended and stuff like that, and I just let it slide. I had talked to my friends and stuff about it, and they was like, you should not be friends with her no more. She shouldn't be doing that type of stuff. And I wanted to not be friends with her at that point, but at the same time, I was like, nah, let me wait. Let me see what else she has in store for me to really not be her friend anymore. And with that being said, my best friend now, she was trying to take my best friend. She was there trying to take my best friend away from me. Like, she started to like kind of put my best friend against me. Like, she started to make my best friend act like her. And then she started to make her say certain things that I never thought my best friend would agree on. She started saying like how she feels about me, how I don't do this or that, I'm being a bad friend or whatever. But I don't be doing nothing. I be trying to be the best friend I can be. And I don't be saying nothing about her. Mind you, I don't be saying nothing about her. I don't be saying nothing rude or nothing. So it's like, I be keeping my mouth shut and really don't be saying how I feel. Like, I always keep stuff inside. I really don't be saying how I feel. But when it gets to a type of point, I will say it. Like, I will say it. And she be like, oh, why don't you be telling me this or telling me that? I'm like, I will tell you. You always, like, she be saying like, oh, why are you keeping stuff from me? That's not what friends, like, she be saying all this type of stuff. And it's like she's being a hypocrite about it. Or it's like, you don't know me, so you can't really judge me for doing this type of stuff. Like, she really can't. Moral of the story, she basically trying to take my friends away from me, put them against me. She was trying to take someone that I was really into away from me, trying to make me jealous or whatsoever. Like, she was being mad touchy. She was just really trying to have people on her side with a lot of things. She was really trying to be a whole big thing in the school. And that just really turns me off. Like, that really just turns me off. Like, she has a different type of attitude and stuff like that. I don't know if she is like that now, but I'm just really not feeling it. So, with that being said, here's where it really made me want to try to fight her. So, basically, it was in the gym, and basically, she was telling me, oh, why you letting people say this or that about me? You are a fake friend. Why don't you trying to back me up when I'm not there, trying to tell them that blah blah blah. So basically she was trying to say how I don't back her up when she's not there, and how when people say stuff about me, I don't really do nothing about it. First of all, I know where she was coming from with it. But first of all, no one doesn't talk nothing rude or anything about you. There's a difference between someone talking mad stuff about you and someone talking about how they feel about you. There's a difference. And the people that I was talking to were the ones who was telling me how they feel about her and the way she be acting. So I was agreeing with them with certain things and how she needs to fix her act. But at the same time, maybe I should talk to her about it instead of talking to me about it. That's basically what that conversation was about. And for her to come at me while I was trying to make peace and let them talk to you about it instead of me, because I had nothing to do with it and they always play me in the middle of things, that got me more upset. Like, that really got me more fed up. And I had my hands like this into a fist. I had my hands like this into a fist while she was talking, and I really didn't know what I wanted to do at that point. It was a whole group of people playing basketball and stuff like that. It was only two of my friends sitting on the bench watching what was going on. So I was like, I am not trying to start a scene. There are two teachers in the room. I'm not trying to start no scene. So I left out the gym. And I just cooled down for a bit. I cooled down and that was it. And I talked to my friends about it that was on the bench, and they was comforting me and everything, and I really appreciated that. I really did. So with that being said, after gym, we stopped talking. I didn't talk to her or nothing. I just looked at her and walked away. And she might have got the memo, so she stopped talking to me. And then ever since then, we just stopped talking. And I tried to avoid her with one of my friends because they asked me, oh, you want to come? And stuff like that. I'm like, nah, you go ahead. Like, I was trying to avoid her as much as possible because that was the last straw. Because all she did was judge me and call me this, call me that in a rude tone. She just really had maybe a grudge against me or something. I don't know what it was. I don't know why she acted the way she acted. But it was just her attitudes and stuff. I'm not going to lie to y'all. She is good vibes. She has a good personality, stuff like that. Like, she is really fun to be around. But when it comes to her attitudes and the stuff she be saying, and for her not to know the whole story on what really went down with certain things, she really cannot be doing that. And that's something that most people didn't like about her. And that's why she always got into fights and she always got into troubles. And I was about to be the next person who was about to get in a fight with her. And mind you, I'm not going to lie, I would have been scared if I actually got into a fight. Not with her specifically, but just in a fight in general, because it's like I've never been to a fight before. And I don't be knowing what they might do, what they might really, trying to really hit me at or stuff like that. But at the same time, I always tell myself to not really worried about it, and win or lose, you know that you're not scared to fight anybody. So when the time comes for me to fight, I just have to fight. So then it was like, sorry, I got my nose itchy. It was like about probably like a month later, and I was dating somebody. It was like a month later, I was dating somebody, and basically, she was always around my best friend. She was always around my best friend, and my best friend was never around me because that girl was always hogging her because she was the only person she had left. So, because no one was really cool with her, no one was really talking to her except for that girl except for my best friend that girl was always with. So, with that being said, I was with another different friend group and stuff like that, and they was basically always trying to make them come over here because they was cool with them, but they had known that I was cool with her. So me and the boy I was dating, we was doing our own thing and stuff like that, and they was always talking and whatever, and we were just doing our own thing. So yeah, everything was cool. I wasn't not trying to get to no arguments or nothing. I just let things slide. And then I would just talk to my best friend whenever she had time by herself, because she was always around the girl. So I really didn't have no time to be by myself with her. So then it was like a week later during that month, she comes up to me and she says something. She says, did you tell a teacher about something? I'm like, what? Tell a teacher about what? Did I snitch or something? Like, and then she started saying, don't lie to me. I know you did. I'm like, what is you talking about? What do I have to say to a teacher about? What do I be saying? What did I say? Because I don't talk to no teachers. I really don't. And if I was lying, which I would never do, because I always keep things straight up. Because why are you coming to me about this? What makes you think that I even said something? And about what exactly? I forgot what it was that she said I snitched about, but I honestly didn't say nothing. So I started getting attitude with her, starting getting aggressive, and then she started giving me attitude. My legs started shaking because that's what happens when I get mad. I had my fist like this. I had my fist, and the boy I was with was trying to like just hold me, trying to make sure I didn't do nothing really stupid and that I might regret. So I just let her talk, and I just gave her nasty looks, gave her nasty tones, and that was it. And then, like, it was just crazy. It was just crazy. The boy I was dating said, are you okay? You want to breathe and stuff like that? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. I just need to relax. And then he would just comfort me and everything. So, yeah, that basically happened. And those were the two stories I basically told that I almost got into a fight with, basically. And yeah, that's basically it. I really had nothing else to say. So, yeah. That's basically what happened. So, yeah. Just know those two was just really messed up or whatever. And my friend is still cool with, like, my best friend is still cool with her, I guess. Certain people I know are kind of cool with her, I guess. I really don't know what's going on right now, but it just sucks. It sucks. But whatever. Not my problem no more. But yeah, guys, that's the end of this story time. This is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys go subscribe to join the gang and hit that notification bell Follow me on my social medias in the description down below. Comment down below any videos that y'all want. And give this to at least 100 likes for the next video. And yeah. Oh, and also, before y'all even say anything, this is the same day as day 4. This is the same exact day. That could really see I have no lashes on. This is the same exact day, okay? This is the same exact day. This is not a new fresh day. I made 2 videos in one day. So yeah, okay? Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna see y'all guys in the next video tomorrow. I am out. Peace.
Anything she can do, I can do better. I bet you